Hello, I'm Jacob with the Virtual Technology Assistance Program at Thomas Nelson Community College. Today, we will be covering how to find your classroom at the Hampton and Historic Triangle campuses. There will be timestamps for each section, so feel free to skip ahead. Now, unfortunately, at the time of recording this video, all the buildings on campus are closed, but I can do my best to show you around with the tools at my disposal. The first thing we need to do is find our classroom. Let's go into SIS and figure out where our classes are. Let's go to Current Students. Sign into my TNCC, and go to SIS. Click on My Student Information. Click on Enrollment here on the side. Click on My Class Schedule, and click on the current term. So right now I would be planning for classes in fall 2021, so that's what I'll click on, and select Continue. So I'm not registered for classes, but all your courses and their locations would be right here. Also, you may find it useful to print out this page if you have a printer, or you can check out our video on using the WEPA printers inside the library. I'll link a video to that in the video description. So here I went to search for some classes, and here are a few that are being offered in the ITE program. We have these top two that are in Hampton, as you can see right here, and this last one in the Historic Triangle campus, which is in Williamsburg. Make sure you don't have any classes that aren't at a campus you can't get to, or one class in one campus and then 15 minutes later a class at another campus. Anyways, we can see that this class is in Hastings 428, so that's Hastings Hall, room 428. Now, are there 4 floors in Hastings because the first number is a 4? No, there's only 2 floors, and there are no 2 classrooms anywhere in the Hampton campus with the same classroom number. Let me explain. So here's a legend for the classes. As you can see, each 100 of a classroom number corresponds to a floor on a building. So as we can see, Diggs Hall only has 1 floor, so it only has the hundreds, but Hastings, Templin, and the Peninsula Workforce Development Center all have 2 floors each, so they each have 2 sets of 100. Let's pull up Google Earth to see. So here's the community college. For those of you who have already visited the campus, you can orient yourself with Interstate 64, running from the northwest of campus to the southeast. Let's take a look at the first building. So this right here is Diggs Hall. And while it's attached to the rest of this building, it's only this section here that has classrooms in it. These are where all the classrooms that start with 100 are. The rest of this is Moore Hall and Harrison Hall, where the president's office and other administrative offices are. Next up here we have Griffin and With. They're both in the same building. Griffin over here on the west has some more offices and the cafeteria, and With on the southeast has the library and IT services. There aren't any classrooms in here except the large classroom inside the library. And since these halls share a building, all of the 200 rooms are in here. And just to note, Griffin and With halls will undergo a name change soon, but at the time of recording, no new name has been announced. Next is our first 2-story building, Hastings, which is down here. If your class is in the 300s, it'll be on the first floor or in the annex. So that's the annex right there. Here's the main building. And if it's in the 400s, it'll be upstairs. So the classes we were looking at earlier on SIS will be in the 2nd floor of this building. And next we have the Automotive Building, where the auto shop is located, which is across the street right here. That would be this building right here on the other side of the parking lot with the garage right behind it. All of the rooms that start with 500 will be in here. Now next would be the 700s, but that's across the street. So we'll go a little bit out of order here and check out Templin Hall, which is right here, the newer building. Here's where we have our auditorium. The 800s are downstairs and the 900s are upstairs. And next let's go across the street to one of the newest buildings. Hampton 3, right here. If your classroom starts in the 700s, it'll be here. If you have a class in Hampton 3 immediately before or after a class elsewhere on campus, you should be fine, but be prepared for a good walk. In my experience, it takes about 10 minutes to get there, but if you're a fast walker, you can easily do it in 5. And last but not least for the Hampton campus is the Peninsula Workforce Development Center. It's across the street from Hampton 3, and it actually doubles as a satellite campus for Old Dominion University. This is where the 1,000 and 1,100 classroom number rooms are. So now all this will get you to your building, but how do you find your exact room? Well, at every entrance and stairwell, there's a sign with a map of that floor with all the rooms numbered. And unfortunately, we can't see the room numbers on here, but we can go over to Google Maps and it can actually show us the floor plan of a given building. So if we go here, this is the same information. Here's width. Let's check out, yep, there's the library. We can go down here and see the auditorium in here. And let's check out a multi-level building. So here's Hastings. First, let's click on it. We can already see the first floor. And then over here, we can change between the different floors. So here's floor 2. And we can see the floor plan of the second floor. All right, now let's head over to the Historic Triangle campus in Williamsburg. Now it's a lot simpler over here because everything's in one building with 3 floors. 100's on the bottom, 300's on the top, and 200's in the middle. And if we go back over to Google Maps, we can see the floor plan of the school here too. And we can cycle through the floor plan as well. I hope this video is useful. If you have any questions about the contents of this video, be sure to leave them in the comments below or send them to vtaptncc@gmail.com. Thanks for watching and happy learning!